Hi again. So we're back and reporting on my second week of having my Cruzbike S40. Again, starting on Wednesday. So it's Wednesday the 25th of the 3rd, 2020. All in all, happy with my progress. I know I'm not a pro yet. I'm not doing everything right. But I'm getting there an awful lot quicker than I thought, to be honest. Didn't think I'd be even cycling at this stage, but I am. There's another thing as well. I better fill you in on the fact that herself now knows about the new edition. And when she first seen it, if you could only see her face as she asked, "What's that?" And with my daughter standing beside her laughing and me trying to keep a straight face. Yeah, just one of them things, isn't it? So anyhow, back to cycling and my progress on my beautiful Cruzbike S40. Thinking about where I'm going to go next. I can't just continue going on the cycle path all the time. So looking at all other possible routes, but there's hills and more hills. No matter what I decide, I'm going to hit them if I'm leaving home, if I'm coming back. It's just that sort of an area. So anyhow, I get my Cruzbike S40 ready, get my water bottle and my helmet, and undecided on my route, head out the gate of my house, out onto the little road first, and I pedal slowly down the road because I have a decision to make. I'm coming to a roundabout, so either I take the first exit, which brings me out out the main road, out where I used to go on my trike, but there's one problem with that. There's a hill, and it's a hill I don't like, to be honest. Don't know why, just don't like this hill. So yeah, it's a lovely start to a cycle, isn't it? Like, you hit a hill. My other choice is just to go around the roundabout and hit the cycle path. So decisions to make. So get to the roundabout and to hell with it, sure. What's the worst that can happen? I hit the hill. Make an attempt. If I have to stop, I'll have to walk up and sure, maybe turn back. So often I go anyhow down the road. I come to a second roundabout, so around that, and take the second exit, and there is my hill right in front of me. So very conscious to be in the right gear as I approach the hill. I suppose, I had picked up speed and got up to a nice speed. But just making sure that I'm in the right gear from when I hit the hill. Probably making sure that I'm not overly pushing and that I'm not overly spinning in either. I just find if I'm pushing with the pedals, you're just putting excess on it, and I'm kind of not comfortable with it, I suppose, as such. And then if you're over spinning, you're spinning like mad and you're losing balance as well. So I just try and find a nice rotation speed, cadence, I think, isn't it, to call it, or something like that. Yeah. So that I'm just comfortable at the speed that I've got comfortable with. Keeping my balance and trying to keep in a straight line. as I'm actually out on the main road now, so I am. No hard shoulder until I get to the top. So steady as it goes, up on the top the hill, not a bother, to be honest. Thank God. And quite pleased with myself, to be honest. But again, kind of saying to myself, thank God I'm back in a hard shoulder now, like, you know. It just gives you more confidence, doesn't it, when you have that hard shoulder to cycle on, and you're not out on the main road. And again, like we're talking about a main road of 100 kilometers per hour that we drive at, and sometimes faster. So I suppose there's one thing I have noticed actually, is the cars coming from behind, and while I'm in on the hard shoulder, they actually pull out a good distance out on to past the white line, actually in the middle of the road, when they're passing me. So that gives me confidence as well, so it does. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice when you get that bit of room, isn't it? So yeah. So anyhow, that's up over the hill. I cycle on down. Once you get to the hill, there's always a downhill, isn't there? Thank God. Sometimes they're pretty short, but this one is kind of nice one. So yeah, so kind of wondering then, how far am I going to go now? The fact that I've achieved this hill, and knowing there's more hills. There's a lot more hills in this road, a lot steeper than the one I've just achieved, to be honest. So I just keep going, see what happens, and sure, what's the worst that can happen. You know, I'll finish up a ring herself. Sure, she'd be damn glad to come out and pick me up, and give her a chance to give out, won't it? Call me an old fool, and have a good laugh at me. So there's nothing wrong with that either, is there? So on I go, yeah, up hills and down hills, and you know, selecting my gears as I go along and stuff like that, you know. So I kind of knowing the road that I'm on. I know that, you know, when I go up this hill, and I'm going to hit a downhill, but I'm coming now to a next big hill. This is probably the second steepest hill. There's one other longer hill and steeper hill, but this one is a fair challenge as well. So yeah, sure, looking, I'm going to go for it. So again, making sure that I pick the right pace as I'm hitting the hill, and making sure I'm in the right gears. So I'm coming to this hill, and I won't actually repeat what actually went through my head, but it was off. I think you can figure it out from there. So yeah, so cycling on, moving to better gears as I'm going up the hill. Again, making sure that I'm not pushing too much, not spinning too much. Just making sure that I'm at a nice steady pace, and trying to keep that pace nice. One or two wobbles, and don't forget, like when I'm in the hard shoulder, there's a yellow line. Then so I kind of did. I touched on the yellow line, maybe went out over a little bit, and kind of worried me a bit, to be honest, because we're, again, as I said, on the road, 100 kilometers per hour for those cars, and lorries and so on and so forth. It is a main road, like, you know what. So yeah, it probably shook me a bit when I did veer out, and you know, probably did get a little bit nervous trying to pull back in again. And I suppose that's the one thing we shouldn't do, is get nervous, but we do. It's only natural for us, for it to happen. So anyway, yeah, so get up that top of the hill, and yeah, I'm still alive. So down a small hill. I decided to turn around. Suppose that's I'm out far enough. Like it's 4 kilometers. Out that distance, and I know that from being on my trike, because this is the road I used to go out on my trike when I first got my trike. So I know it's 4 kilometers to this point. So check my mirrors, make sure there's nothing coming behind me, and check, and I just swing around to the main road. Yep, plenty of room. So cycle along anyhow up small hill, but I suppose now I have another problem. There's many more problems this guy gonna have. But it's coming down a big hill. It's going to be different, isn't it? You know, it's one thing going up a hill, challenging going up a hill, but now we're going to be coming down a hill. And I know from before, and I have sensors on my trike, the Wahoo, and I actually recorded myself at 54 kilometers per hour, coming down this hill on my trike. So yeah, the head is going again, isn't it? Like, you know, yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting, or it's going to be mad. It is, yeah, probably something you'd see in a movie, and I don't really know what's going on, but you know, I kind of tell myself, you know, sure, look at just pedal along and keep upping the gears, and keeping the pedaling going, as far as I'm comfortable with it, like, you know. And when I feel uncomfortable, you know, stop pedaling. So I did, and I can tell you, I did stop pedaling, and I applied the brakes going down that hill to slow myself down. And I can tell you, I'm not ready for going down hills at this speed. As much as I love my Cruzbike S40, no, I'm not ready for that sort of speed. There was something new as well that happened to me with this, an experience that I hadn't, strange experience, and something I hadn't experienced before on a bike or on my trike. And it was something I didn't think about. I suppose, look at, why would I think about it? I didn't know. When I was coming down the hill, obviously in travelling, and I had to slow myself down, and I had been up onto my top gear, and but when I went to pedal again, I was still going so fast that I got a wobble, because I got a wobble because when I went to pedal, the pedal just went. There was no resistance on the pedal, but I was still going so fast. You know, so it was like being in a lower gear. So my foot just kind of fell forward, and I got a bit of a wobble, and I look at, I got a fright, but I stayed on, and straightened up, and yeah, just waited till the bike slowed down another bit, probably pull the brakes a bit to slow it down, and I gently started pedaling to make sure that the pedals were engaged with the gear that I was in, and it was, and then I started bringing my gears down as I slowed down again. So yeah, I continued on home up and down my hills, but at my own pace. Didn't rush it. No, again, I suppose I was comfortable going up the hills. Probably more comfortable going up the hills. It's probably an unusual thing to say. So more comfortable going up a hill than going down a hill, but I suppose it's me again, isn't it? Yeah, more comfortable going up a hill at the moment than going down or going too fast down the hills. So I took it nice and easy, yeah. So but yeah, I'm happy. All in all, I'm happy with the decision that I took going out this route. Yeah, it proved to me that there's more progress to be made, and the next few days, it'll prove there's more to learn, and I suppose learning, it's always a good thing. Learning is always a good thing. We have to be willing to learn. If we do, we will achieve. Obviously we'll achieve what we want, and if you want it, you have to learn, and you'll get there. So, yeah, happy out. So, until tomorrow, thank you. Hello again. So we're on Thursday, the 26th of the 3rd, 2020. So, as the old saying goes, another day, another dollar. But with the way things are, this COVID-19, there'll be no dollars today, or in my case, there'll be no euros. So I have plenty of time to decide my route, and I wondering whether I'd go out the main road again, or did I do enough yesterday and just take it easy, just go over the cycle path and do that. Yeah, so it's hard to kill the time, and at this stage now, later on in the day, and I just want to get out my new Cruzbike S40, and itchy feet getting itchier as the time goes on. So anyhow, I get to afternoon, and before I finally give in. So I get my water bottle, my cap, my helmet, get the most important, my Cruzbike S40. Check my lights, and I check the battery on the Di2, so all that's fine. On my bike, and one thing I kind of keep forgetting to do is putting on an app. And I've been messing around with a few different apps, to be honest, and I actually find the Apple Cycle on my iPhone probably the best, most consistent, most accurate. So yeah, so I look at it. I put that on anyway. I probably put another app on as well, just to compare them. So the decision has already been made, and I'm going heading out the main road, and I'm really going for it today, because I'm actually heading all the way to the next village, village called Milltown. So it's Milltown Village, and it's 10 kilometres out the road, so round trip 20 kilometres, or slightly over, whatever. So I've done this a number of times on my trike, but this is a whole new ball game. Doing it on my Cruzbike S40, and knowing from the route and stuff, I know I have another big hill to encounter. So off out the gate, I go out on the main road, making myself comfortable, getting my head in the right place, the right frame of mind for today's challenge. So hit the roundabout, first exit down the hill, round the next onto the next roundabout, second exit, and I'm on my first hill. I don't like this hill. I don't know why. Just don't like it, to be honest. I don't know. Is it just because you hit this hill so early on your cycle? And I really don't know why. Yes, because I know I have bigger hills to come. But anyhow, look at it. It is what it is, and it is. Anyhow, look at up I go up the hill. Not a bother climbing it. Maybe it wasn't the straightest line or whatever, like, you know, but I got there, yeah. So happy enough with it, to be honest. So that hill done, I have a nice slow downhill. Just upping my gears as I go down that hill. Again, watching my pedaling and keeping it comfortable, you know, not over pushing and not spinning too much. Either, like, you know, so yeah, kind of steady as it goes, like, you know. So up a small hill and down another hill, but as we all know, for every hill you go down, there's always a big one to climb, isn't there? You know, but nothing to worry about. You know, I've done it yesterday, so I know I can do it today. And I suppose that the next one coming is not the one that I'm really worried about. As I said, I've done it yesterday, but there's a steeper one, steeper and longer one to come. So yeah. So anyway, look at coming to that one now. I set myself up, picking the right gear, coming to the hill, like, you know, making sure that I'm nice and steady. Where I go up the hill, and as I'm going, making sure that I'm coming down the gears properly to again to keep my pedaling at a good pedal stroke, like, you know, and the pedal stroke staying the same. So yeah, not a bother. Happy out, big smile on my face again. Getting a lot of smiles, haven't I? So I am with my Cruzbike S40. I suppose that's what it's all about, isn't it? So oh yeah, actually, so when I got to the top of that hill, there was a gentleman out for leisurely cycle. I know this gentleman as well, so I do. And it was just at the very top of the hill, so there's a hill going down. So as I was passing him, I just said hi. No, I'm here, and, you know, I didn't actually turn to say hi. I kind of, you know, hi, as I'm looking forward. I'm not confident enough yet, actually, to be cycling and turning, turning my head. So yeah, so you know, I said hi to the gentleman, and I'm sure he was looking and saying, "What's this?" You know, the same man had seen me on my trike a few times as well. He was doing a bit of looking at that as well. I suppose people around here haven't never seen a trike in either. You know, never mind the cruise bike. Definitely never seen one of them. So concentrating on my cycling as I'm passing them, and also very conscious of my social distancing. You know, so I had to come out onto the move out onto the road, and again, I suppose this is all new to me again, like, you know. And I had checked that there was no traffic coming from behind. Checked my little mirrors. Said before, like, very important, I think, to have the mirrors on, and to be very aware of traffic, especially when you're new to all this. I suppose for more experienced people, they still have the mirrors and the quick glance, like, you know. So yeah, checked and overtook him and continued on down. I probably, if there was cars coming, I wouldn't have probably passed him. I probably would have just cycled slowly and waited. Any cars passed me out, and then done it. So yeah, that was another new experience, I suppose. So I suppose then, as I know this route, I know I'm on the way down a hill and then hitting a small uphill. A long, slightly downhill, and there it is then in front of me, the big one that I've been waiting for, I suppose. All sorts going through my head again, am I ready for this big hill, this big climb, long climb, am I ready for it? Suppose again, what's the worst that can happen? I slow down, I come to a standstill, fall off, hopefully not. But if I slow down and I can't do it, I just get off and either walk to the top of it or over the other side of the road and pedal on down the hill again and off home. So as I approach, again, keeping my speed at a good, steady and comfortable pace for me. I'm here at the bottom of the hill. Moving on up, trying to keep my pedal stroke even again. Selecting my gears at the right time. I'm learning this, getting my gears selected. I'm still making a few mistakes. But, it is, it's something, I suppose it applies to all cycling, no matter what, whether you're on your trike, your recumbent bike, your cruise bike, or diamond frame bike, whatever, selecting gears is probably, it's always going to be a help, isn't it? I'm going all right, one or two wobbles, but managing to stay and stay in the hard shoulder, and I'm up and over. I suppose if you see me when I did get to the top of that hill, up over, the joy, the smile that comes to your face, you're just like a big child after achieving something again. Happy out. So then about then after doing that hill, there's I come to a flat, and then it's a gradual downhill, continuing on for about 2 kilometers before I get to Milltown, before I get to the village of Milltown. I hit the village, stop and checked there's nothing coming, and I just walk the bike around, facing back towards Tuam, and I take a drink of water, well-deserved drink of water, because I'm not confident enough yet to cycle with one hand and take my bottle out and drink and put it back in. So I got my drink of water. So yeah, happy with that. Ready to hit home. So I set myself up, set the pedals up, going for a start from a standstill. Didn't go well. Don't know why. I've done a couple of them before, but not to worry. It's something I need to practice a lot more. Obviously, I'm not getting them. So anyhow, back to my Fred Flintstone, and I push myself along my feet and up where I go, and heading home. That was quite good, and I suppose we think, sure, he's got that far now, then he's nothing more to worry about. But I do because again, as I said before, coming up a hill, if you're going back, you have to go down that hill, and it's going through my head again, going down this hill. So I just said to myself, get to it, we'll deal with it, play it safe, I suppose. So anyway, so I'm here. I'm to I keep telling myself, not to be over pushing, and when I get to a stage up through the years, whatever, stop paddling and just let it freewheel, and that's exactly what happened again. I was at a pace of whatever that I felt. That's it. I'm stop pedaling here, and so I just let it freewheel down. Again, I suppose when I got to the bottom of the hill, and when I decided to take up pedaling again, I got that little bit of a wobble again when I engaged on the pedals. Again, the bike was probably going that little bit too fast for when I went to pedal. That it was just kind of there was no resistance again on it, or I felt there wasn't, So when you do make that initial push on the pedal, I suppose you're expecting a bit of resistance, and when there's nothing there, your foot kind of pushes forward and gives you that little bit of a wobble. So yeah, that's something that I'm going to be keeping an eye on and working on. So yeah, all in all, then it was a good day. That's a good day. Happy out. So yeah, I have a printout here. I'm looking down here. I'm still reading a bit, So I have my stats printed out here. Total time of 1 hour, 7 minutes and 15 seconds for a total distance of 21.19 kilometers. Calories doesn't add. Heart rate 155 beats per minute. My average speed 18.9 kilometers per hour. I suppose it's quite good. I think I put on the app yesterday, or was it the day after? I know that either that was a better time than yesterday, or else tomorrow's is a better time than the 107. Check it. So I'm splits. It gives each kilometre. So I'll just run down through it. First kilometre 14.2 kilometres per hour. Second kilometre 16.3. Third is 18.3. Fourth kilometre 15.6. Fifth kilometre 18.9. Sixth kilometre 22.2. Seventh 22.3. Eighth kilometre 20.1. Ninth kilometre 16.9. Kilometre 10 24.2. Kilometre 11 15.8. Kilometre 12 16 kilometres. Kilometre 13 15.3. Kilometre 14 22.4. 15 20. 16 18.2. 17 17.5. 18 22.6. Kilometre 19 26.8. Kilometre 20 20.3. Kilometre 21 20 kilometres per hour. And kilometre 22 I'm down to 10.8. So obviously taking it easy coming in the last kilometre. I do that to be honest. I kind of use it as a cool down, or else sometimes I'll push the last kilometre, but when I come into the roundabout, I just go onto the cycle path and I'll go at the end of that and cycle back, just again using it as a cool down. But it's very important to do warm-ups and to do your cool downs. I've learned this. I play a lot of badminton, to be honest. The last 5 years, play badminton 6 nights a week, and yeah, learning to do your warm-ups and cool downs is very important. So yeah, anyone that does it, it is good advice to do it. I know sometimes it's hard to do them, but and so I don't always do them, but I try. So yeah, so all in all, folks, yeah, good day again. I'm very pleased with the way things are going. So until tomorrow. So off we go again. I just after making a mistake. I thought I had my video done, and when I went back to check on it, I took a photograph of myself. So here goes again. We'll go through it again. Friday the 27th of the 3rd, 2020. Another nice day. Weather is holding up here in Ireland, which is quite nice. We don't usually get the best of weather. Don't get very hot summers, or don't get really bad winters neither, or haven't been. So all in all, it's probably it averages out to at the end of the year. We don't get extremes, or haven't been getting extremes, hadn't been beginning to. But anyway, look at it. Hey, it's Ireland. We're happy enough. So I'm happy, very happy with my performance so far, up to now. Really am happy. So I'm decisions have been made again for today. I'm heading out to Milltown. So I'm going out again today. It's a nice cycle. I like it, and as I've done it yesterday, I know now I can do it. So yeah, I'm getting itchy feet. This morning, I get to just past 11:30 a.m. and itchy feet getting itchier. So time to go. So I get the water bottle, get my cap, get my cycle helmet, and I suppose I can't go anywhere without my Cruzbike S40. So we get that, and I checked my battery in my Di2. I've seen on the video before about getting into the habit of checking the battery in the Di2. But yeah, I was saying because the battery lasts a long time on the Di2, that it's good to get into the habit of checking it, because if you get stuck out there and your battery is gone. I know. I think the front gear is to go first, and then when the battery goes, you're stuck in whatever back gear you're stuck in. So yeah, check that, and all is fine. All good to go. So off out the gate, usual, on the road, down the road. First exit at the roundabout, hit the second roundabout. Second exit up my hill. Yeah, that hill that I don't like, but anyhow, up the hill. No wobbles today, so happy man. Knowing that it's two bigger hills to come, but then again, I've done them before. So yeah, keeping myself calm, keeping everything steady. Yeah, not getting ahead of myself, and not getting too cocky. We can all get complacent, can't we? And think we're brilliant. So, keeping the cool. So yeah, cycle off out to Milltown. Hills, I get them. Coming down the hills, I've take it easy, not overly pushing. I didn't set out to beat yesterday's record by any means. I just set out to achieve the 20 kilometres 21 kilometers, whatever it is. And to do it in to do it more stylishly, I suppose, for the want of a better word, and looking to improve my technique, keep my pedal stroke right, going up them hills, selecting the right gears at the right time. It's very important to get that. I suppose it's very important to get it no matter what sort of a bike you're on, whether it's a trike, recumbent bike, or diving frame bike. It's very important to get that. So yeah, done it. Done that. So looking at my stats, I actually did do it quicker. So I'll read them stats in a second, but you know, as I said before, I didn't set out to do it, but I suppose it tells me that I am improving with what I'm doing, what I'm learning. Yeah, I have to. While I'm improving, I still have to improve my technique, I suppose. And you know, as I said before, it's all a learning curve. And it's good to learn, and we shouldn't be afraid of learning. So you know, I'm good to learn. So yeah, I'll read off my stats, and I'll read them off, and I'll compare them actually to yesterday's stats. That'll give us an idea of the improvement. Today's time was 1 hour 3 minutes 39 seconds. Yesterday's time was 1 hour 7 minutes and 15 seconds. Now the distance time is a slight variation in that. Today's distance says it's 21.45, and yesterday's was 21.19. Now that I think of it, I know why that is. I actually went into the village, and I turned in the village, as opposed to yesterday. I didn't actually go into the village, so that's where that comes in. My heart rate for today was 150 beats per minute. Yesterday was 155, so I suppose that's quite good. My average speed for today was 20.2 kilometers per hour. My average speed for yesterday was 18.9 kilometers per hour. So I just go on to my splits. So today my first kilometer was 13.8. Yesterday was 14.2. My second kilometer was 17.1. Yesterday was 16.3. Kilometer 3 today 18.6. Yesterday 18.3. Kilometer 4 15.2. as opposed to 15.6 yesterday. Kilometer 5 18.6. Kilometer 5 for yesterday 18.9. Kilometer 6 24 kilometers as opposed to 22.2. Kilometer 7 was 24.7. Yesterday was 22.3. I'd say they were probably downhills. Kilometer 8 19.7. Kilometer 8 for yesterday was 20.1. Kilometer 9 18.9. Kilometer 9 yesterday was 16.9. So kilometer 10 25.6. 24.2. Kilometer 11 17.6 as opposed to 15.8. Kilometer 12 17.1. 16 kilometers per hour yesterday. Kilometer 13 18.6. 15.3. Kilometer 14 27.9. 22.4. Kilometer 15 19.3. 20 kilometers per hour. Kilometer 16 20.2. Kilometre 16, 18.2. Kilometre 17, 18.7. 17.5. Kilometre 18, 25.7. 22.6. Kilometre 19, 25.5. 26.8. Kilometre 20, 23.5. 20.3. And kilometre 21, 21.5. And 20. Yeah, and I don't see kilometre 22 here, which is down on the other one as 10. So yeah, that's an improvement. So looking on yesterday, I know on the last kilometres, I was saying I came down to 10.8, so I'll probably use that as a cool down. So today I didn't I haven't got it here, whatever. But anyhow, I done my cool downs anyhow. Said before, it's very, very important. I've learned all this from my badminton, playing my badminton. Not playing badminton at the moment, obviously. Cycling. Thank God. I'm enjoying my cycling. But so done my cool downs anyhow. So that's Friday. Happy with that. Good day in general. So that's it for today. Hi, we're on to Saturday the 28th of the 3rd, 2020. What is it about Saturdays? Last Saturday it was wet. This Saturday it's wet. But we have we have something else now to deal with. This COVID-19, very serious. Some people don't realise it. Unfortunately, I've been doing my best, to be honest. Been doing my social distancing. Most people have been, some people haven't. So we've been put on lockdown. That's the consequences of people not actually adhering to what they should have been in the first place. So we've been told we can only go 2 kilometres from our house for exercise. We can go to the shops if we need to go to the shops when necessary. So that's it. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. I can go for my cycle. And if I'm passing anyone, I'll pull out onto the road, or I'll put whatever I have to do, or slow down and wait and pass them out. Sure. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully this won't be for too long, but again, as long as it takes. As long as it takes, it's right. So that's Saturday, folks. So we're on to Sunday, and this is actually going to be shorter than Saturday. So it's Sunday the 29th of the 3rd, 2020. Sunday comes, I went for a very short cycle. Nothing very eventful. So that's Sunday. I'll report back to you on Monday. Okay, folks, we're on to Monday, 30th of the 3rd, 2020. Kind of happy today, but my son has actually explained to me about the 2 kilometre distance enforced by our government yesterday. So the 2 kilometres is actually a 2 kilometre radius. And he explains to me that there's a website that I can go on to and just drop a pin just the house, and it'll show me my 2 kilometre radius. So he's done it himself, and he's told me that I can go out a route that I can go up, which is out Gardenfield, through Kilclahons, up the Ballygaddy Road, onto the Milltown Road and home. And I'm well within my 2 kilometre radius on that. So I've written, looking at my notes here, I've written down who's a happy boy then. Well, I am, to be honest. So off I go anyway. So it's a very mixed cycle. Main road onto a country road, minor road, which is narrow, gets narrower as I go on this route. Anyhow, so yeah, off out the gate, usual roundabout, first exit, next roundabout, second exit up my hill, the one that I don't like. But anyway, yeah, so off out the road and turn left onto Gardenfield. This is where it gets different from before, as opposed to the main road. I'm now onto a narrow road with just enough room for 2 cars to pass. Normally one of the cars would have to stop to let the other car pass. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I suppose, and I know when I get past the Gardenfield School, it gets even more narrower as I continue. So this is going to be fun. So as usual, keeping the cool, relaxed, keep it steady on past the school. And then there's a big downhill, which is going on a bend, which is going to make it more interesting. So I suppose I'm lucky enough in the sense that when I'm coming to this downhill, I can actually see over across the field down onto the bottom of that hill a little bit further. So I know there's no cars coming. Going that, so you know, I can probably do it with confidence, I suppose. So yeah, so I turn on. I put the brakes on a bit. Just suppose I'm not confident enough yet going around doing it. And it's a forest, isn't it? So yeah, look at it. I do it. It's grand. So I get through that little uphill onto a flat little downhill before I come to another fairly steep hill. But I know I'm able for it just as long as car doesn't come around the corner. Actually, around the corner. At this point, there isn't even enough room. There's just about enough room for a car and a bike to pass each other. And I suppose I've written here, like, and don't forget I'm a learner cyclist, you know. So anyhow, up I go, no car, round the corner, grand. But I hear a car coming from behind, and I suppose, yeah, I've written here that this is going to be interesting because whoever's coming behind me more than likely hasn't seen a cruise bike before or a recumbent bike before. So I suppose they'll be a bit hesitant to pass me. So that kind of makes me feel good. So I can hear the car getting closer. You know, and you can kind of hear the speed getting up speed. So, oh dear, he's going to pass. So I stay cool, hold my nerves, keep relaxed. There he goes on past me. So that's done. Thank God for that. But there's another car coming here, another car coming from behind, and I'm going to go. I'm coming onto a short downhill, but then there's an uphill. So I hope this car doesn't take me on the uphill, because you know yourself, you're on the uphills, you are doing a little bit. It's not as straight. That's it. So Yeah, up the hill I go, and he didn't pass me. Thank God. So anyway, I get to the top of the hill, and I there's a I can pull in a bit to let the car by. And so yeah, hey Julie passed. Thank God. So that's that. That's over. Next hurdle, on down along there's a long downhill. Then I go so round the corner down, turn again, and I'm onto the Ballygaddy Road, Milltown Road onto the Ballygaddy Road. Then it's onto the Milltown Road, Ballygaddy Road, Milltown Road Junction, where there's a set of traffic lights, 90-degree turn, uphill as well. So yeah, I go down the hill, keep it nice and steady. Nice pace and keep it comfortable. But now it's onto the Ballygaddy Road and onto the overpass. And the overpass, some people struggle to walk up this overpass. And I remember when it was built a few years ago, the reason it was built was because there was a bypass put in the town, long overdue. To be honest, we were promised this bypass for a long time. But anyway, it came. And there was a couple of overpasses put on the town over this road, and this one in particular, there was a lot of people complaining about it, about how steep it was. So I've done it before on my trike, so look at what can I do again? Tackle it. So yeah, get to it, up and over. Happy enough that I've done it. I went down to my lower gears and sat up, pulled myself forward on the bike. Done it. So that's that done. So on to my next encounter, the traffic lights. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes here again. So yeah, coming towards the traffic lights, and I suppose the head rambles again, doesn't it? And hoping and praying that the lights will be green when I get there, or I'm goosed. So as I approached, they're red. I slow down, hoping they'll turn green. I suppose, lucky enough, again, coming to those traffic lights, I can see everything around me, but I can see if there's any cars at the lights from my left. I can see the ones straight in front of me. There's cars are going to come this way or turn, and as I get closer, I can see if there's anything going to coming straight down the road and turning. But I'm safe enough with that one, I suppose, haven't I? Yeah, the lights there are red. There was nothing. There was nothing coming. There was no cars at the lights. So for the first time in my life, I actually went through a red light, didn't I? Yeah, so it's the first time for everything, isn't there? But I did look at. There was nothing. There was no cars at the junction. So through the red light, round the corner, but forgetting my gears. Now there's a panic drop my gears, trying frantically to pedal and to steer and trying to keep it straight. Everything I've learned has been thrown out the window, hasn't it? What about not fighting the bike? What about not losing it? What about keeping the cool? Even though I recovered and I kept it going and got back to the side of the road, steady it up. I was a little bit upset with myself, I suppose. The simple things, making sure to keep it in the right gear, you know, the basic stuff, even for a novice. Anyhow, I make it there safe and sound. I suppose all in all, look at, I'm happy with it. I'm sorry, I'm getting lost here again. I'm just, but I'm trying to remember it back. So I am, and I'm trying to read it. So read it. I was actually happy, so happy. That later that evening, I went on Facebook. Oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry, I go back. So got home. Happy with my cycle. Yeah. So I was actually on Facebook then later on that evening, and there's a few cycles. One called the Tour de Connemara. Connemara is West Galway. It's out on the Atlantic Ocean. There's the Celtic Series is called, and it had been fully booked, but now I see it's been rescheduled to the 29th of August, and it has been there's obviously been cancellations. So there's a few limited places. So I did, yeah. I signed up for it. I signed up for an 80k kilometre. I thought the 120 would be pushing it, to be honest. So I signed for the 80 kilometre. Mad or what? But anyhow, I don't know, am I mad? But I think I'm going to need some training for this one. So Maria, Robert, I think there's going to be a few silly emails going to you asking you advice on how to train for an 80 kilometre cycle. I'm not very tech savvy neither, so I'm going to have to try and find some sort of a link or something to send on to you to have a look at this 80 kilometre cycle that I've signed up for. I have a few months, I suppose. I have till August. So yeah, you're going to get a few stupid questions, aren't you? How do I cycle up a big long hill? 2 kilometres, 3 kilometres, whatever it's going to be. But I know it's there. Anyhow, that's that. Thank you. So we're on to Tuesday, the 31st of the 3rd, 2020, the final day of my second week. Very happy with my overall progress. I've achieved a lot better than I expected, to be honest. So I suppose I'm stuck to keeping doing the same route of my 2 kilometre. Imposed on us, but yeah, rightly so. So do that. So I actually today I've lasted until evening time before I set out on my cycle. So yeah, off out the gate, you know the drill by now. Main road, roundabouts, up my hill, and turn on to Gardenfield, Remember, it's a narrow road, and gets even more narrow as we go on into it. All is good. Not a lot of wobbles. I'm past the school, down the hill, up the hill flat. Then, yeah, hills, the road. The roads get narrower. Up the hill again, around that corner. No cars coming from front or behind. Great stuff. So happy with that. And I go up with confidence down the long hill, keeping control of my speed. Great stuff. Continue on to the Ballygaddy Road. Get ready for the overpass. That's good. Fantastic. I'm delighted with that. The lights. We're coming to the lights again. Hoping I don't have to break the law again, I suppose. Hoping they turn green, but as I approach off, they're red. So slow down. Trying to get my timing. Hoping it will change to green. Yes, it did. I've picked my gears. No traffic coming. I'll make a wide sweep around the corner up the hill. So that was all right. All in all, in the end, guy out walking his dog that I know him, and he was kind of looking in amazement as I cycle on up the hill with confidence, making it look easy. I was getting a bit cocky now, wasn't I? Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the arse. I'm sure it will at some stage, but hey. So on down the road. Yeah, this is funny actually. I'm coming down the road. There's an estate to my left. I actually used to live in it up until recently. So I see a friend of mine coming out the estate. He's going for his cycle, and he didn't bother looking right to see if there's anything coming. So he didn't see me. There was no need for him, I suppose. Not much traffic on the road, and it's coming onto a hard shoulder anyhow. So he's off out onto the hard shoulder. So I continue cycling at the same pace, and I come up behind him. So yeah, I'm just same guy. He's a good character. So he's nice, a very nice guy, local businessman, and he's also I suppose famous. He's an All-Ireland winner, winner's medal in the sport of hurling, which is our national game. If you don't know of it, look it up, Google it, hurling, Hurling. Yeah, so he's an All-Ireland winner in that sport. It's a great achievement, to be honest. Anyhow, yeah, so I come up behind him and I let a shout at him. He didn't hear me. He's headphones in. So I slowly come up beside him. Now I've checked that there's nothing coming behind, because I need to keep my distance, my social distancing as well. And I've got a little bit confidence as well, because as I'll explain here, come up alongside him and cycling, and I actually turn to look at him. So I turn, well, Pete. So he's cycling along and obviously looking forward, and he turns and looks at me. Well, Sham. That's what we call each other here in Tuam. Sham. We're known as Shams. So yeah, he turns and well, Sham, with his usual smile, on his face. Peter's always smiling, so he's a character, a nice guy, lovely guy. So he looks, and well, Sham kind of looks forward again, like, you know. But then I think he didn't actually realise what he's saying. I think he nearly jumps out of his saddle and turns asking me, "What the f*** is that? How the f*** do you steer that yoke?" So at this stage I was kind of gone out past him, so I was still kind of focusing, to be honest. And with a smile, I said to myself, "Actually, you just learn, you know." And I'm now coming to the roundabout. So I'm taking the first exit, and he's going on the second exit to do his cycle. So yeah. I was happy with that. So you never know. I suppose someday I might, when all this coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, is gone. I might call to Pete and get him to try the wonderful Cruzbike S40. See how he likes it. I know, yeah. So all in all, yeah, my second week. I think it's for myself. I think myself, it's a good achievement in what I've done. I've really enjoyed it. So I have. I suppose I'll report back in my third week. It'll be a bit shorter. I'll be able to go through it a bit quicker on what I've done, what I've been doing, where I've been going, and stuff like that. I just the quick stats for today. It was 26 minutes 42 seconds for a distance of 9.34 kilometers. Heart rate was up on 156. My average speed was 20.9 kilometers per hour. So yeah, all in all, I'm happy. So hope you all enjoyed my second week with my Cruzbike S40. Thank you very much for watching, or part watching, or if you actually managed to get to the end, well done. Thank you.